What's going on, y'all? You know where I'm at, and you know what I'm about to do. As always, links are posted. Click the link in my bio, comment, click, share, subscribe. Be on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, shoot me a friend request. If you're on Instagram, shoot me a follow. Tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your greasy grandpappy. It's your player partner, Cal. All right. So I want to holler at my bros real quick, and I've said this before time and time again, but I'm going to tell you again. I'll give a little story. So I can't find my workout gloves, right? It's a little bit warm where I'm at, so I'm probably not going to need them. But anyway, I went to different stores trying to find a substitute. So I go to the CVS where I'm at, and it's this man standing outside, this black man. And I could tell he was about to ask me for something as soon as I got out the truck, right? So he was like, yeah, man, God is good. I'm homeless. I'm trying to get on my feet. I just want to know if you can give me something to get on my feet. I don't carry cash on me like that, right? So I told bro, like, I ain't got no cash on me. This happens a lot where I'm at, and it probably happens a lot where you're at too. You might be at the stoplight or something, the bus stop or whatever, and you see this trend of black men that are down on their luck asking for help. The shit is sad, and I'm not here to like to beat down on them, because like I said, everybody is that can be your position at the blink of an eye. So I'm never gonna come down like condescending or something like that. But I just want to tell y'all, man, there's no honor, and it like, look, as a man, that does something to your self-esteem. It does something to your pride when you have to sit out and you have to ask another man for something, or just ask another human being for something. But at the same time, I understand that we all need help sometimes. Like, you're not gonna be able to do it yourself all the time. Everybody needs help. But when it gets to that point to where you're homeless on the street asking for $1 for a dime, dog, especially as a black man, that's just demoralizing to me. I don't like seeing that shit. Like, if I could do something about it, I would. But I'm just here to tell y'all, man, I don't know how much I can stress this enough for black men. All right, I know I might have another group of races that might listen to my videos or whatnot, but bros, I'm talking to the bros right now. The world does not care if you're on your dick. The world does not care if it's your fault or if it's not your fault. The world has no sympathy for us, dog, at all. You have to walk outside knowing that every damn day of your life, that shit can happen to you. And if it does happen to you, there are no safe havens for you. Not in mass, right? You might have a good support system, like I have a good support system, but a lot of men, a lot of black bros, we don't have that. You don't have that support system. When you ain't got it, when you late, when you short on something, that's it. It's curtains. Ain't no second chance. Your ass can be out on the street begging, asking for help. And as human beings, I feel empathy. Like, we're supposed to help each other out, but that's just the way the society is set up. It's always been anti-black. It's going to always be anti-black. The only way that you can fight against that is making sure that you're on your P's and Q's, right? Making sure that you can have your life in order the best way that you can. We all know white supremacy is real. We all know discrimination is real. We all know this, right? We all know that the system is against us. But at the same time, but it's always a but, at the same time, you can't use that as a crutch. You cannot use that as an excuse not to do what you need to do in your personal life to make sure that you have the best outcome possible for your personal life, right? And this not even, and doing all this, like I said, doing all this doesn't even guarantee you that you're gonna win. It don't. But I'm telling you right now, not doing it is gonna guarantee you that you're gonna be in that position like that man was. And he might have been doing everything right. He probably just made one bad slip up, or something happened to him that wasn't his fault, and it just got him out on the street. It don't fucking matter. The world doesn't care. They don't owe us any understanding. They don't owe us any sympathy. You know that, right? When you wake up every day, I want you to know that. I want you to realize that. Whether you a couple of hundred bands up, whether you a couple of bands up, or whether you a couple hundred up, realize that you're always a step away from being on that street. And it's always your fault, even when it ain't your fault, right? With the world, that's how it is. Like, between us, we know, right, shit happens that ain't your fault. You can't control it. But I'm telling you, when you go outside into the world, they're always going to find a way to make you the victim for something that you were the victim of, right? You're going to be the aggressor, even though you were the victim in the story. And it's a tough pill to swallow, but that's some real shit to come at you with. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with no game. This ain't got nothing to do with no women or nothing. Like, I'm having like a heart to heart with myself and anybody else that might be watching this video. Like, that's how serious that shit is. Especially if you got children out here, you got a family out here. It's on you, man. That shit is on you. But that's the way this world is set up. Like I always tell y'all, like I tell myself, look, I want to be a leader. I want to be a provider. I want to be that source, right? So you have to carry those. You have to carry those weights. You got to carry it. You gotta take everything that come with it, the good and the bad. Like, it's very good when you're having your way with these women, when you're having your way in life. That's very good, right? You like that feeling, right? You like that feeling of power. But guess what? You gotta also accept that feeling of defeat when it don't go your way. Like, I've had more times where I've been defeated, way more times than I felt powerful. But guess what? Me being defeated like that and knowing that feeling and being on the bottom and working my way up from that makes me feel that much better now that I'm in a more powerful position. So I'm going to continue climbing this, bros. You need to continue climbing also. It's a never-ending job. It's a never-ending cycle. Like, you have to always improve. And I know, like, some bros, like, you might get to the point where, look, I'm fine where I'm at. I don't feel like doing anything else. And I'm here to tell you, like, personally, from meeting you, if that's how you feel, that I don't have a problem with that. Be fine with that. Be content. Live your life the best way you know how. But you got to realize, some people don't want to be on that level. Some people want to keep on going. And for me, like I said before, I want to keep on going. So I want to see how far I can get, and I'm going to have to make sacrifices to do that. And like I've told y'all before, this is just a stream of conscience right now. I really had a subject with the homeless man, but right now I'm just going off the rails. With me, I just want to keep going and see how far I can take this thing, because I saw how low I could take it. Right? I remember how low I was at one point last year around this time. And I remember starting this fitness journey last year, and who would have known that I would have got to this point where I am now. But it just took perseverance and just not giving up and just keep going through the pain, right? And I was doing this for a long time, and when I wasn't seeing any results until I just made a couple of lifestyle choices and shit started looking up. So to any bro that might be down on your dick right now, that might be, your living situation might not be ideal, your job situation might not be ideal, I'm gonna be nicer to you today than I normally would be, because under any circumstance I'd be like, look, suck it up, it don't fucking matter, which it doesn't matter to the world. But as a man that's been through that before, and that's going through that, and that's still like working your way out of that, I feel for you, man. Like, I feel for that man. I feel for that man on the street. I feel for every person that's out on the street that has to make ends meet, that might not be where they want to be, that probably fell from greatness, and it wasn't their fault, or it was their fault. But it's just that's the reality, bros. Like, it ain't no homeless shelter for us, my nigga. It's a fucking park bench, or it's under that highway. It's under that bridge. That's where it's at. If you don't have the blessing of a family that can take you in or something like that, that's what's gonna happen to you. All right. Don't think it can't happen to you, because it will. I've seen it happen, and I was damn near at that point one time until I did what I had to fucking do. So, bros, I'm here to tell y'all, man. Every day, pick something that you can work on, and you try to make yourself better at it every single day, man. And I know you don't want to do it. I know the shit get tiring. But look, if you want to be that leader, this is the shit you got to do. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? I got to wear the crown, so my head's going to be heavy. But this is what I want to do. I want to take on this role. And for men that want to be leaders also, you're gonna have to take on that role. So just think about what you need to do in your life and work on fixing that every day. Not for a woman, but for yourself. And then, like I said, the women are going to be a byproduct of that. But anyway, I'm about to go out here and do these 10 miles, which I don't want to do, but I'm still going to do it, because guess what? I made a commitment, so I'm about to go through this up so I can get better. and I can continue becoming my best self. Anyway, I'm about to do that, and I advise y'all do the same. Get your workout on, and I'll holler at y'all later. Joe ass up.